Well, hope everybody is safe and well wherever you may be. Now, let's go ahead, y'all. We're going to begin our drawing lessons for today. And the first thing we're going to learn how to draw are dogs. Now, let's go ahead, y'all, and begin with the ears. Can you do two ears like this? They almost look like potato chips or Doritos or little triangles there, whatever you want to refer to them as. But this is what I want you to do first, okay? I want you to do these two ears just like so. All right? Now, there are a lot of different famous dogs on TV and cartoons that we've watched over the years. So many to name, and each one has really stood out and been popular. Go ahead, y'all, and do a curved line going just like that. Now, as you're drawing this, I know sometimes it may not look all the way perfect, but don't worry about it. We're not looking for perfection here, just your best, all right? Nobody's perfect, so your drawings don't have to be perfect either. Now, all dogs have to be able to see, so let's do two eyes for the dog's face, just like here. We're going to keep going, just add piece by piece, but I want y'all to do two dots right there for the eyes. You got to be able to see. Seeing is very important. Dogs have to be able to see danger that's coming nearby so they can respond and get to safety. Then I want you to do these two lines right here. You see these two lines? Let me show you again in case you missed it. Here we go. Go ahead and do two lines going down just like so. Try not to make them too long, okay? About small size is pretty good. Go ahead, y'all, and make sure you have those lines. I know it doesn't look like much now, but when we add the other parts, you'll kind of see it come together a little bit, all right? Now, when it comes to dogs, this dog here that we're drawing in particular, I want you to do this first. Go ahead and do this next right here. Go ahead and do this part here. This is going to be part of the mouth, kind of like that furry fur kind of going around the mouth part there. You want to do that on one side, and then you want to try to mimic it on the other side. Even if it's not all the way 100% the same on the other side, that's okay. Just get it as close as you can, all right? Just as close as you can. Take your time and do your best. Do the best you can, all right? Now, when we get ready to draw the mouth of the dog, we're not going to actually draw the mouth itself because that fur that we just drew is kind of hiding the mouth. So all we're going to actually do now is draw the nose, all right? You can even leave a little highlight in that nose if you desire. I'm just going to fill mine all the way in, okay? And when you have this dog drawn here, all right, you should have something that kind of looks close to this. Once you've had all those parts added that I just showed you, you should have something that looks close to this. Your basic, simple dog. This kind of reminds me of the dog from Lady and the Tramp, okay? Now, I've scooted my dog over just a little bit because we're going to draw something else next, all right? We're going to draw paw prints. See, when dogs walk around, sometimes the residue that they leave looks like the paw prints, all right? Now, when it comes to drawing the dogs, before we do the paw print, I think the dog needs something to eat, okay? Let's draw a bone. Now, the way you draw a bone is simple. First, I need you to draw the number 3, all right? The number 3 right up top. Notice how I kind of have the number 3 turned downward a little bit or backwards. We're going to draw two number 3s, one up there and one down below, okay? Try to do that for me if you can. Just kind of get them as close as you can, all right? We all know how to draw numbers, all right? So that one shouldn't be extremely tough, but if you need help, a little extra help, you find someone around that can show you, okay? But make sure you have those two number 3s right there. And then finally, for the bone, we're going to connect them with two parallel lines, okay? Just like so. And that is really an easy, simple way of drawing a bone. Many of you have seen bones look like this in cartoons and animation. And this is how they're done. Very simple, very easy, okay? Just remember the number 3, all right? All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to draw the paw print. Got to hopefully find a little room here to the side. And when we're starting our paw print off, I want you to think about all the way back to when we drew the ears on our dog. And that first shape of the paw print is going to kind of look close to the way the ears look a little bit. I'm drawing it a little upside down this time around, but the shape looks very similar to the ear that's on the dog, okay? Now I'm going to start over again just so in case you didn't catch it the first time, and I'm going to redraw it. And again, you're making it look as much similar to the ear as you can, or as close to the ear as you can. Okay, even if it's not all the way perfect, that's okay. Remember, we're not trying to be perfect here. We're just trying to do our best. All right, we're just doing the best we can, and we're having fun. Okay. So we want to make sure that ear kind of looks similar but upside down. All right. Now, when it comes to drawing these paw prints, I want you to first have that shape, and then we're going to draw 4 kind of smaller circles going over top, just like so. Now, paw prints, I'm going to start over again just in case you didn't catch it the first time. I'm going to show you one more time. You want to draw 4 is all you need, 4 small circles up top. You've probably lifted up your dog's paw, those of y'all that have dogs at home, and you've kind of seen this shape a little from time to time. Even these prints on other animals like cats and bears and things like that. So really, learning how to draw this paw print will help you learn how to draw the paw print of a lot of other mammals, like even lions and tigers have a similar paw print, okay? So then, once you got all that part drawn, both parts there, you want to shade them in just like so, okay? So, what you should have here, we've got our dog, we've got our bone, we've got our paw print. I think we're ready for a little color. Now, whichever color you choose is up to you. Whatever color you decide to go with is just fine. I'm going to use a brown here, because most of the time when I see dogs like this, they usually have brown fur or gray or some kind of color close to those colors. So I'm just going to go with the brown, but you choose whatever color you want to work with, okay? And you can use any type of color material, marker, color pencil, even paint if you choose. Anything you want to use is fine because we're just having some fun here. I want you to take your time and have some fun coloring the rest of this picture, and I'll see you later. Hello everyone, good to see you again. Hope you're doing well. Guess what, y'all? We're going to be drawing cats this time. And so when we're drawing our cats can be a challenge to draw at times, but I'm going to walk you through how this is done. First thing, I need you to do a curved line just like so. This is a little bit similar to how we were drawing the dogs at the start, but I want you to go ahead and do a curved line just like so, okay? And then we are ready for our ears. Now, unlike the dog, where we have the ears kind of pointing downward a little bit, this time we have the ears pointing upward. Now, I want you to do it just like this, just like you see here, the best you can. I'm going to show you one more time, just in case you missed it the first time, okay? There's so many different cats that we see, cat characters on TV and in animation and in movies. So many that we'd be all day trying to name. But they've all really made a dynamic impact in pop culture and movies and what have you. Go ahead and do this next, y'all. On both ears, do just like this, okay? Now, this part is kind of tricky, but do the best you can. Remember, not looking for perfection here, just your best. All right? Believe it or not, y'all, I've struggled for many years drawing cats, and I still am learning each day how to draw them better and better. I still struggle today, but just drawing a simple basic cat, it just takes a little practice. Now, I want you to do this on one side. On this left side here, you want to do this, and this is going to be similar to how we drew the dog, where we've got to now make it match the other side as close as we can. Even if it's a little bit off, that's okay, all right? Now, I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot right here, kind of try it out and see. Yeah, it looks okay. All right, but I think I might want to just start over. I'm going to take my eraser, erase that, and maybe give it another shot here, okay? And that looks, somewhat better. I don't, maybe, perhaps. All right, but even though it's not perfect, guess what? That's all right because people aren't perfect. Cats and other animals aren't perfect either. So why should our drawings of them be? All right. Sometimes even animals make mistakes. All right. And sometimes they have little blemishes and imperfections or what have you, but that doesn't make them any less than. All right. Same thing with human beings. We are all different in different ways. Go ahead and do this next, y'all. Now, I know you might think that this is a smile. It is part of the cat's mouth, but it's just going to be different at the end. Okay, now let's do another number 3. If you remember, when we were drawing the dogs, we used the number 3 for the bones. And so I want you to do that again, but we're drawing this number 3 laid sideways. We're drawing the mouth of the cat this time. There's a few little tricky parts to it, but I'm going to show you just a few little techniques on how to do this. All right. Now, when it comes to the cat's nose, it's not going to be quite as big as the dog's nose. As a matter of fact, it's going to be kind of tiny right there, and it's going to look like an upside down triangle, okay, much similar to the dog's ear. So go ahead and do that right there, and I've got a little line underneath it, okay, a little bitty line right underneath it. Do the best you can. Take your time. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's see here. We might be ready for some whiskers. Let's go ahead and draw the whiskers in, just like so. And you're welcome to do as many whiskers as you like. I'm just going to do 3 on each side. If you'll notice, a lot of animated and cartoon characters you see on television, if they have whiskers, usually it's about 3 on each side. 3 is a very common number used in cartoons, okay? Now for the eyes of the cat, we're just going to draw his eyes closed, he or she. And he's, not necessarily asleep, but, maybe smiling, maybe really happy about something. Something's bringing him a lot of joy, bringing this cat a lot of joy and happiness or amusement, okay? So we're just going to kind of keep it like this. And we're going to add some more things pertaining to the cat, all right? I'm going to kind of scoot this cat over just a little bit, and we're going to draw some other things that are connected to the cat or associated with the cat. With the dog, we drew the bone and the paw print. And I think we should do something similar for the cat, another paw print. Now I've got my little bold marker right here. You can still use a pencil, whatever you have. And I'm going to draw another paw print. Now let's remember how we did it. Do you remember? We took that shape that was kind of like the dog's ear, and then we did those those 4 smaller circles right up top, okay? So hopefully with enough practice, you'll kind of get the hang of drawing paw prints. They take a little practice. It took me quite a while to, get used to drawing them, but after a while it became easier and easier. Now, whenever you're drawing cats, any type of cat like a tiger, lion, whatever, sometimes you may want to include the claws up here, all right, to show that this is a feline animal. But now this also can work for dogs as well, all right, and even bears. You want to go on top of these little circles at the top and do these little small lines like so. And that shows the viewer that this is an animal that has some claws, all right, or some long nails, right? Sometimes our nails grow a little bit long and we have to trim them down. And sometimes when we have pets like cats and dogs at home, we have to do the same with them, kind of file their nails down so they won't do a lot of scratching and everything. Now, cats like to hiss when they get angry or upset or try to ward off a predator or anything like that. They'll make a hissing sound. And they learn that from snakes. A lot of times animals learn things by watching other animals, all right? And snakes, when it comes to the hissing part, cats kind of learn that from them. Ducks also hiss as well, and they learn that from cats and snakes as well. Now, we're going to draw claw marks right here. Remember how we talked about cats, in trimming the nails? Sometimes they will scratch furniture or scratch up shoes, or sometimes, you got to file their nails down so they won't cause a lot of damage to certain things that we have or to our skin. Sometimes cats will become a little aggressive and may scratch our skin from time to time. So when you're drawing those claw marks, you just do 4, and they look kind of like, almost like little worms in a way, like really jagged edges and lines that go straight downward. They're very easy to draw. All right. Now, we're going to go ahead and throw in some color. And just like the dog, you can use any color you choose. All right. And any coloring material you want to use is fine as well. Marker, color pencil, whatever you desire is fine. I'm just going to use blue. I've always wanted to see a blue cat, so I'm just going to draw a blue cat. I'm going to use blue for mine. But you're more than welcome to use whatever you like, okay? I want you to just have some fun with it, do the best you can. And when it comes to coloring in, sometimes you may go outside the line by accident, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, sometimes it makes the drawing look a lot cooler, in my opinion. So it's no shame if you ever go outside of the line, um, whether it be intentional or whether it be by accident, whatever it is all right with me because we're just enjoying our time drawing. And I bet y'all did a very, very good job out there drawing these animals. And I want to encourage you to continue trying to practice and getting better at these because practice, it makes you better. It helps your skill and you'll look back and you'll find that you've really come a long ways. And I'm so proud of y'all. And I hope to see you soon. Have fun drawing. I will see you later.